Hi everyone, welcome to the Skyrim mod feature. Now if you follow my channel on a regular basis, you'll know that I've been away for a while. I'm now back and will be releasing regular Skyrim mod videos, as well as starting up Dervahl's Tale once again. And so to announce my return, I'll be bringing you the elusive episode 37 of another Skyrim mod feature. Somehow it was missed out as we're now on episode 44, and I've collected some great mods to show you in this video. Some have been in the hot files recently and some you may not yet have seen. So hopefully you'll enjoy the mods I show, and again welcome to episode 37 of another Skyrim mod feature. A long time ago there was a Lord of Fire that purged huge groups of adventurers from in his lair. He wielded the hammer Sulfuras, which intensified his strength. Fast forward to centuries later, the Dwemer stumbled upon this artifact whilst digging in the mountains surrounding Sunderstone Gorge. Upon discovering Sulfuras, they sought to harness its power to further advance their technologies and bring warmth within their community. That is until the Thalmor heard about it, and it's up to you to stop them. Now that is essentially the prologue for the mod Sulfuras, which is a new weapon added by the mod author johnskyrim, who you may know for other works such as the Imperial Legion shield. Now to attain this weapon you will need to go on a small quest. To start the quest you need to go upstairs in Whiterun's Bannered Mare and find a note. If you can't find the note, don't worry, you can head straight to Sunderstone Gorge and enter the dungeon to start the quest. If you like the look of this mod, I do recommend checking out johnskyrim's other mods. There are some real gems in there. This next mod that I'm going to show you is called the Orcrist sword. It's a weapon mod and it adds a one-handed and two-handed version of a sword, which is from a concept of DeviantArt. And for information purposes and your own interest, I'll be adding the DeviantArt source link to the bottom of the link to Nexus for this mod. That link's also available on the mod author's page. Both the weapons can be crafted at the forge and you'll find them under the Daedric category. This also means that you'll need the Daedric perk in order to craft them. Both weapons look really great in game and I definitely recommend trying them out for yourself, especially if you're one of those people that collects weapon mods for Skyrim. I myself use lots of weapon mods in the game and I really do enjoy when a mod author adds both a one-handed and two-handed variant of their weapons. I always switch up my grip and fighting style in Skyrim and it's nice to have a family of weapons. If I was to be super duper picky, I would love to see a dagger for this set of weapons as well, just to cap off the family nicely and just give me something unique to play with in game. As always, a link to the mod is provided in the description below, and if at this point you're unfamiliar with Standalone's other mods, you really need to check some of those out. There are some sublime choices in there for weapons and armors, and I do recommend you definitely check those out, especially if you like the look of this one here. The next two mods I'm going to show you are very small texture mods, and the first is a retexture of wine. What the mod author has done has retextured the wine bottles to have a red appearance. In their view, wine is red, so therefore the wine bottle should be red as well. Now for any of you that drink wine, you will know that red wine usually comes in a green glass bottle anyway, so in fact the Skyrim texture is more accurate. However, it's always nice to have a different style, a different variant to play with in your game. I myself change the textures quite frequently, even during different playthroughs, and I like to see Skyrim develop as time goes on, so this is definitely a mod I would use after a couple hours of playtime. For example, for role-playing purposes, I would use this mod to demonstrate a change in Wine Merchant. And the next small texture mod is one that adds paintings to the dome in the Blue Palace. There are 4 paintings in total, and you'll be able to easily view them from ground level, but I will be taking the camera up to the top of the dome just so you can get a closer look at those pictures. Some of them are quite dark, but in daylight you will be able to see them quite clearly. I really like the choice of paintings that have been used to decorate the inside of the dome. One thing for the future I could suggest is maybe brighten up a couple of the pictures, just make them even more visible from ground level, and maybe give the mod user a choice of paintings to choose from in which to use in their own game. As always, a link to this mod is provided in the description below. And next up, I thought I would show a player home in this mod feature. Now this one is called Igloo. It's very self-explanatory as a livable igloo to Skyrim. Now this player home is situated far off the coast from Dawnstar on a giant iceberg. Now it will take you quite a bit of time and fancy moving between ice blocks to get there, and if you use Frostfall, I suggest tweaking the settings slightly because you will find it quite a chore to get there if you keep the mod on. Having said that, it's a very nice little player home, quaint, has some great little features, and is definitely worth trying out for yourself if you'd like to play as a nice secluded character living out in the harshness, the true harshness of Skyrim. In order to access the igloo, you will need to find the key, and to do that what you need to do is head to the back of the iceberg, go to the small boat which you've seen on screen now, and on top will be a satchel. Inside is the key, and as you can see there's a nice path up to your new home. As you can imagine, the living space inside of the igloo is very cramped. However, it does have some good little storage areas, but the main thing I like about this mod is the view that you get outside of it, looking back towards Skyrim, back towards the mainland and Dawnstar. It just gives the fantastic sunsets, and it just really is a nice living area to go, be secluded and relax in Tamriel. And if you like the look of this player home, I definitely recommend checking out the mod author's other player homes. One of them is called Stump. It's a very nice little mod. It adds a stump player home, which is basically the bottom of a tree, and it's out in Lake Ilianta. It's a very good mod. I've looked at it myself, and I am going to be featuring that in the future. One clip of it was actually very briefly featured in another Skyrim mod feature for episode 44, right at the very start. It's a very good little mod, and I definitely recommend trying it out for yourself. Next up is a mod that I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with, and it has been in the hot files. It's called Skyrim Wayshrines Immersive Fast Travel. This mod utilises resources from the Dragonborn DLC and adds extra wayshrines across Skyrim. You can use these wayshrines to fast travel between certain points after you've discovered them, and just gives you a slightly more immersive way to travel around Skyrim using the quick load version. In order to start using these wayshrines, you will need to find them first and activate them. This will cause them to rise from the ground, and then all you need to do is go inside the wayshrine, activate the statue inside, and it'll give you an option to choose between the other wayshrines that you've already discovered. And that really is one of the more enjoyable things about the mod, and that is that it adds tons of new locations for you to go and discover. By now you've probably played hundreds and hundreds of hours of the game, and you're possibly looking for something new to go out there and explore, and this definitely gives you a good reason to go and do that. One of the main benefits also of these wayshrines is that travelling between them takes no time whatsoever. You're instantly teleported across Skyrim, which, as you can imagine, is a huge benefit over the usual quick travel. It becomes especially useful if you're trying to take the moon amulet to that very handsome Khajiit. Normally, if you try and travel around Skyrim using the fast travel to try and catch the travelling band, it can cause a few problems and you always end up one step behind. But with the wayshrines, if you found enough of them, you can quite easily catch them in the blink of an eye.
One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cow. It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
And last but not least, that brings me to Frost Mammoths by DarkFox127. Now this is one of my most favourite mod authors, and with this mod they've brought the resources from another one into their own rendition. In the description below you'll find links to Dark Fox's mod as well as the original one in which the resources come from. Now the difference between the two mods is that the original added new camps, new giant camps to Skyrim, whereas Dark Fox has modified existing camps and added frost giants and frost mammoths to them. The camps that have been altered are the ones at Blizzard Rest, Red Road Pass and Tumble Arch Pass. There's also 2 new mammoths as well as the giants added to Segunda's Kiss. The mod actually comes in a slightly modular form because you can download it so you just have the frost mammoths appearing at the camps and use the frost giants as simply an add-on. Alongside the new textures, Dark Fox has also added a spell tome which allow you to conjure a frost mammoth of your very own, and you'll find the spell tome in the College of Windhold on the table in the Arcanium. Personally, I really do like this mod and I will be keeping it on for Dervahl's Tale. I really like the camps that have been changed. I think the new textures really do suit those climate areas, and it just to me is a fantastic little piece of work, and credit to the original mod author that created the original textures. So thank you for watching episode 37 of another Skyrim mod feature. Hopefully you've liked the mods that I've shown here today and you'll go and check them out on the relevant mod pages. I am officially back as of today making Skyrim mod videos, and Dervahl's Tale will continue quite probably Monday, and there will be at least 2 episodes for you guys to catch up with. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.